Yo, how's it going, folks? It's me again, your boy Tabo, and I'm back again with another lesson of NodeJS for beginners. So this time we're gonna be covering URL module, and I'm gonna show you all the cool things that you can do with it. So to start, I'm gonna create once again a variable called URL, and I will require the URL module. I will say URL. .url. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's because I'm gonna use it to instantiate a class of URL. Okay, and we're also gonna need HTTP, so I'll say require HTTP. Okay, then we are going to be in business. Okay, so this is actually a second recording. I messed up the first one. Okay, now that you know, let's move on. So basically URL has many cool features, but for me to illustrate that, I first have to create a server. So I'll say server equals to http dot create server, and then this inside, then we'll have a request and response. Response. Okay, so we'll say a response dot write head, then we say status code 200, and then the content type we'll make it JSON, forever JSON. So say application /JSON. Okay, and then we'll say kres.end, but at the moment I will display nothing. And then once that is done, then I will listen to my server. So I'll say server.listen. And then we will listen to port 3030. Okay, and then I'll just log that out just to let all the good people know that we are running on port 3030. Okay, so now I'm just gonna run the server and we see what's up. Okay, cancel that. So let's clear the my terminal. Okay, run. Okay, so like I said, I did this before, so now I'm gonna have to restart everything all over again. Okay, so now that we're in business, we can see that everything is nice and empty. There's nothing to see there. Okay, so now with the URL, what this can help us do is to control how we want to receive our information, right? If I make a GET request, then I want it to show me certain information. If I make a POST request, I want it to show me certain information. If I delete, I wanted to delete a particular set of data. With all of that said, the URL can help us manage that a lot better. To illustrate what that means, I will show you. Okay. Last time I showed you that you can do different requests, like if you say request method. First of all, let me log that for you. I'll say method. So that's a request method, by the way. So I will say request.method, and then you will see what that will log. Okay. Cancel, run again. Let's see. So this is a GET request. Okay. If you wanted to see the your address, let's say request dot headers, then dot host. Okay, let's run the server once again. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, so this is our host, localhost port 3030. Now how can we use that information? Now with the URL, then we can put all of that information in there. So in order for us to instantiate a new URL, we will say const my URL equals to new URL, and in here we will give it an input of request.url, and then we'll give it a base of request dot headers dot host. Yes, and the one thing that I should not forget is HTTP. So I could use protocol, but just to save myself a lot of time, I'll say HTTP. Right. Okay, so there I've got my URL, and now I'm gonna log that out, and let's see what kind of information this holds. I'll say I'll say log my URL. Okay, so I'll say URL so that we can recognize what we're doing. Okay, stop server, run it again, and go back. This is the information that we get. So basically when you look at URL, this is the information that it holds, the href. So you can get all this information. It says favicon, but that is just like the second request that it makes, which it does that by default, but this is our actual address. So origin, there you go, href, this is what you get. And protocol, once again, HTTP. Path name, at the moment it's nothing. If I do that, then it would change to Tabo. See, path name now is Tabo, so that's what that is. There are no search params at the moment. All of that is empty, but you can use all of this information to make your life easy. If you want to set up an efficient routing system, this would be the way to. So yeah, you can do a lot of cool things. Like for instance, if I am searching for something, and then it would be something like this, right? I'll say books. Okay, books. So if I come back here and I want to see what it is that I am searching for, let's run this. You can see now we've got search books, you see? So now we've got something there. So I am searching for books. So you can use all of this information to really make things interesting. Okay, so now that we know all of that, what are we going to do with this information? Now I'm going to use this to set up a simple routing system, okay? Because this is the smart way to do it. Okay, well, it's my way, but the simple way. You can have a lot more control if you do this properly. Okay, so now here I'm going to use a switch statement, and I will say switch, and then we'll say request dot method. Say if request dot method is get, then I would like to make this request. I'll say request dot on data. Oh. request on data, and then I will also create a variable here called my data, and I will set it to an empty string. Okay, I'll say then here I will say my data equals to data. Okay, and then I'll once again say here request dot on end. So at the end of the request, this is what I would like for you to do. Then I would like you to display this. So res end, and I'll say my data. And then it will break. So this is the first one, and then let's copy that. Okay, so here we will make it a post request. Say post. Okay, so that should work fine. But there's only one way to find out. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the server. And so to check this out, I'm gonna make use of Postman. This is a cool software that where you can simulate different requests. So I will go to Postman. Okay, we already have that set up. So I have this information right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna basically use that. So it says JSON, last name, whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna send the information about JSON whatever onto our web browser. Okay, so we are getting this information. We can just pretend that this is information that we're getting from a server, and we want to get JSON's information. Okay, so now that we have explained that, I'll say let's run the server. Okay, let's send that request. What happened there? Obviously this means that this was an epic fail. Okay, I think what I need to do is to take this away. Let's take that away, and let's do it. I'll put it over there, and let's put that over there. Okay, so that should solve our problems. If it doesn't work, then I'm running away. That's the end of the tutorial. Okay, let's go back to Postman. So get request. What is happening? Why does this look like it's not working? Oh, my bad. Yes, this guy over here, that's the guy that's been causing all these problems. This is what I've done. Yes, I said data here instead of chunk. Get the chunk, man. Get the chunk out of here. Run server. There you go. JSON whatever. Okay, there we go. We've got information about JSON whatever. Okay, so that was a get request about JSON whatever. So now we're gonna make a post request, and this time we're gonna make it Lucy Lou. You said who? I said Lucy Lou. Okay, we'll make terms and conditions true. She agreed to everything. So once again, let's run this thing. Lucy Lou. As you can see, Lucy Lou over here, she agreed to everything. So that worked. Okay, so that was a simple example of how you can use the request stuff. Now you're probably wondering, we didn't even use my URL. What was the point? Well, the point is I could use it to determine the path name and say, if this is the path name, then do this. Okay, so let's do that rather. Instead of using the request method, instead we will use the path name. And so let's say my URL dot path name, and we'll do this over here. Say URL dot, okay, wait, yeah, okay, so I'll change the path name to, I'll say Tabo, and here we'll say, I like Lucy once again. We're not gonna use data anymore. We're just gonna say, hi, I am Lucy. Okay. And then here we're gonna say, hi, I am Tabo. Hi, okay, wait. Hi, am I Tabo? That would be interesting. Yeah. Come a little bit closer, Lucy. Okay, so let's leave it at that. Oh, my bad. Okay. I keep forgetting about this stuff, you know, like it's just crazy. Just how easy it is to forget it. Hey, I'm Tabo, cool. And let's see what comes next. Hey, I'm Lucy. Okay, so that works. Okay, so now we have seen that you could use the power of the path name to determine the information. So I hope that was clear and that was enough. So I'm just going to leave it there for now, just to keep it simple. It's going to get complicated as time goes. So since this is a beginner course, I'm really trying to make it as simple as possible. I don't want to crunch a lot of information. So yeah, for those that already know this stuff, this doesn't mean anything to you. But anyway, let me stop talking. Love and peace, my brothers and sisters. It's been an awesome one. I'm out.